Hello students. Now in this video, I will take you through the steps in how you construct a common internal tangent to two equal circles. Now in a previous video, I would have demonstrated how to construct this tangent to two equal circles externally. All right, so this one here would be based on the tangent being constructed internally. All right, the information basically remains the same. The radius for both circles is 20 mm, and the distance between the centers is 70 mm. All right, so we'll go straight into the steps. Of course, step one, you have to obtain the distance between the two centers. So we simply draw that line, 70 mm long. And yes, we need to label also AB. All right, we label AB. Step two would be to obtain or draw the two circles. All right, so we use the pair of compasses and we draw the two circles. And remember that both of them are 20 millimeters each. All right, so we draw the first circle, then we go and draw the second circle. Good. Now the next step will be to bisect the center, or the distance between the centers rather, right? So that AB line, we want to bisect that line because we want to find the center of that line. So in bisecting, of course, you place the point of the compass at one end and you open to more than half and you scribe two arcs, one at the top, one at the bottom. Then you go to the other end with the same measurement and you do the same. Scribe one arc on top to intersect that first arc that you have there. And then you scribe another one at the bottom to do the same. All right, and when you finish, you simply draw a line through the two intersections. All right, and that will give us center O. All right, so we just label that center as O. All right, we just label that center as O. Now, what we need to do next is to further bisect this half, any half as a matter of fact, of this line. We just bisected AB in half. So what we need to do next is bisect one of the halves again, right? So we carry out that step. Let's say we bisect in OA. So we place the point at one end, the point of the compass at one end, and we open the other one, the pencil point, to more than half, right? Remember that's the that's following the steps in bisecting a line, right? You have to open to more than half. And then, of course, you scribe an arc above and one below. All right, and then you do the same from the other end, which is A in this case, and you scribe arcs to intersect the first ones that you scribed from O. Now, when you finish with that, you draw the line to pass through the two intersections. Just a minute. Yeah, you draw the line to pass through. Now the line may intersect the circle, right? Nothing is wrong with that, right? Nothing is wrong with that. Now what we need to do next is to go from that center that we established now, right? We go from that center and open to O, which was the previous center, and we draw an arc that should come wrong directly to A. All right, so we draw that little semicircle there. Now, why we draw that semicircle is because we now want to have this line from A to the point where the semicircle and the circle intersect, right? We want to find that point. So what we need next, and point a note that this line that we just draw here last, that is one of the normal that we would be drawing the tangent to touch, right? So what we need also is one of this line at B, like that. So there are different ways in which we can get at. First of all, we can actually bisect this other half, OB. We can bisect that and get the semicircle at the bottom. All right, or we can slide this line using the set square, all right, which we would have done for the previous constructions, right? We slide this line to come to B, right? We can do that, or we can just bisect here OB and get the semicircle. So what I'll do, I'll bisect OB. All right, so just like how we bisect AO just now, I would now bisect OB. All right, I would now bisect OB. So same steps we follow in bisecting the line. And when we finish, we simply draw in the bisector, and that will give us the center. Now from that center, we go and draw a semicircle again. However, in this case, right, in this case, we'll draw this semicircle at the bottom, right, not at the top, as we did with the first one. So this one would come wrong at the bottom. Now what happens again, naturally, where that semicircle intersect the circle, that is where the other normal should come, like that. So once you do that accurately, this line that we had here earlier, the first normal and this second normal, they will be parallel to each other. So even if you had used the set square and you slide, you will end up with the same line basically. All right, now to complete, we simply place the ruler, right, to touch those 2 points, and we draw our tangent. Right, we draw our tangent. Just to get that a little bit accurate. All right, so we draw the tangent to touch those 2 points. And that would now give us our internal tangent to two equal circles. All right, so that completes the construction. Now the variation can be that the tangent would be drawn in this direction, right? So you'd have to do the bisection and drawing the semicircle in the opposite direction to what you have there, right? That is basically the only variation for this particular construction. All right, so thank you for watching. I do hope that this video would have helped you. And now you'll be able to construct this tangent a little better than you were before. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.